It's called North Carolina's Port City. It is one of the best food towns in the South. We eat our way through Wilmington.
It may say Montana, but it has some of the best food, drink, and one of the best sports bartenders in Vegas.
You want a martini, but with a touch of the tropics? We show you how to make a Cocotini.
And we go back to Vegas to show you how to play golf near the mountains on the west side of town. Hi everyone, welcome. Cheers. We are in Cleveland in the dead of winter. But first we are going to take you down south where it's nice and warm.
And we're going to take you to a port city that has great food and great drink, and you can walk around. If you closed your eyes, you might think you were in New Orleans, but Wilmington is one of North Carolina's port cities sitting on the Cape Fear River.
The waterfront is its lifeblood and is going through some major modern renovations. Think of Baltimore's Inner Harbor in the future. There's even a minor league baseball stadium as part of the initial plans.
But Wilmington still has plenty of the Old South, and it is rich in culture from all over. I call it a Bohemian city. Our Wilmington undercover operative Beth, a northern transplant, gave us the rundown.
You have a lot of people who are in the service industry, who are in the military, and so you have a really interesting mix of people. In addition to students, in addition to retirees, in addition to people who live here, and there aren't many of them left. I think we're driving them out. You have the climate, you have the beach, you have a lot of southern, just a lot of things that represent the South here, and this is a great place to be. It's nice and warm. There's a lot of great restaurants. It's a great city, good culture, good movies, good there's great theaters here. I mean, and you know what? I don't want to oversell this place because I don't want too many people coming here.
What about the person who's coming here for a 3-day weekend? Perfect spot.
It's a perfect spot, yeah, because you're going to come here, you're going to have a great restaurant, you're going to have a great hotel, you're going to have a beautiful weather, you have a river, you have a beach. It's a wonderful place to come.
Then we hit some of the many eateries and watering holes. First, the Fortunate Glass. What a delight to just sit in here.
This is a great place to stop for a few different wines, but you need to try the country paella. Instead of fish, they use duck. It's really the down-home version of duck confit. There is plenty of chorizo in there as well. In keeping with Wilmington, it is very eclectic.
We had 3 wines that paired really nicely with it. The Artesia Chardonnay out of Carneros was fabulous. When served on the cold side, we caught a bit of effervescence and then a bit of vanilla. And as it warmed up, you got lots of smooth and butter.
Another Chardonnay was the Schaefer from the Red Shoulder Ranch, also from Carneros, but 2 totally different tastes. This was drier, a lot less oak, still very tasty and nice with that country paella.
The Pinot Noir was the Alexana from Oregon. It was light with a hint of a Merlot taste in it. Again, a nice fit with the duck.
Next, we hit Circa 1922, a tapas bar and restaurant. Like the Fortunate Glass, this is just a joy to sit in. You feel like you're in an early 20th century spot.
We sat at the bar where Circa bartenders get innovative. First, there was a rosé sangria. It was fresh and light, perfect for a hot southern day.
And next we tried the Circa 1922 Manhattan. It had Redemption rye whiskey with Mancino Cernato vermouth, homemade bitters, and a cherry infused with bitters.
Our undercover embed, Sal, said it was good, but a bit too sweet for his Crown Royal taste. Still a great example of the eclectic nature of and the competition among Wilmington eateries.
It is in that everybody here, it's competitive. So everybody here tries to put their own twist on whatever it is they make. So a Manhattan's a Manhattan, except unless it's a Circa Manhattan, like this one is, or a Manna Manhattan, like another place might be. And so what you end up doing is you find a little bit of a twist to put on what it is you're handing over to the client. And you got it tonight, and it wasn't bad. If that's the kind of Manhattan you like, this is where you would come to drink it.
For some eats, we had bruschetta, a baguette with Boursin cheese, chives, roasted mushrooms, and truffle oil. No need to say any more. Gone fast.
Next, we had shaved golden and red beets with blue cheese, candied pecans, and beet puree. Like most of the restaurants here, everything is farm fresh due to the great growing climate.
Then we got Manna, and it was heavenly too. Manna is another great restaurant and bar. You can just drop in for a drink.
For starters, we had the Boulin Ho. That is a rice ball, but they added local crab meat. It is the North Carolina version of a crab cake, but lighter than a Maryland crab cake. It was accented with cucumber and jicama gazpacho.
We also ventured into the dangerous octopus, but this was not chewy or rubbery at all. That's because it's braised for 8 hours. It also had a cauliflower puree, royal trumpet mushrooms, and crushed peanuts.
The beet salad was superb. The beets are roasted with red wine, then joined by fresh strawberries and an arugula puree.
Manna loves to play with the names of their dishes. This is the Bobby Filet, nicely cooked with potato confit, charred asparagus, pickled shiitake mushrooms.
Of course, you can always get the local catch. We had a nice filet of grouper.
Your senses won't go hungry in Wilmington, and you will enjoy walking around the town. Again, there is Uber here. Now, you can fly directly into Wilmington, and there are great golf courses there as well. And if you are heading in that area, just check out jetsetterdeals.com, and we can find the right place for you to stay.
Absolutely. And when we come back, we will take you to a taste of Montana, and we're going to Vegas. So having spent time living in Las Vegas, we both get a chance to find some hidden gems in other parts of the town. So we're going to take you to the northwest side of the town to meet Montana Meat.
And if you like great food, great drink, and you love sports too, this is the place to go. Montana Meat Company is named for its owners who moved to Las Vegas. The restaurant and sports bar has been a staple since 2005 with specialty drinks that you enjoyed and bar food that goes beyond most bars. Their prime rib special is a must.
But visitors might come to Montana Meat for the fish, the seafood appetizers, and the bartender, Fish, aka Eric Snyder.
Let's do this. I mean, what if somebody wants to talk sports here? I mean, can you talk sports? Do you know anything about sports?
No hablo español.
To paraphrase Billy Joel, he is quick with a joke and a light of your smoke, but there is no place he'd rather be, a place he makes patrons feel like cheers.
He's amazing, and an amazing memory. You know, lots of bartenders have great memories, but he's got an exceptional memory, no doubt about it. Always knows the drink, always knows the food, always has a joke. He's just fabulous that way. And very personable, great people skills. He's the whole package when it comes to a bartender.
But Eric is also a football expert. How do we know? A little undercover Jetsetter disclosure here. Eric has been John's football expert on his radio show for years.
That's right, and there is no one that knows the game or more sports better, especially when it comes to Vegas becoming more than just a sports talking town.
I'll give you just a stat. Pro football goes on Thursday night, Sunday afternoon, Monday night. And my business is up 62% between September and February. I mean, that's not an aberration. It's the way it is. College football too on Saturday. So football brings in a bar crowd, and it's great. People sit down. Everyone's got a favorite team. 2 kids at the end of the road over there, they're big Dallas fans. I know you're a Giants fan. I don't know your team is, Susan, but you like football. But I'm a Raider fan. Across the bar, Denver fans. Over here is New England fans. So just in the 10, 15 people in the bar right now, I have different fan base of every team in the NFL. So it's great for the bar. To answer your question, yes, sports is great.
Oh please! Other than the fact that he's a Raider fan, you know, and I try not to hold that against him because I'm a diehard Bronco fan. So we have our own little things about that. But no, he's very knowledgeable. He's just a walking encyclopedia of trivia in general, sports. He's got it. He's just got it across the board, up and down. He's right there. Nothing but net, baby, when it comes to Eric and sports.
And Eric brings us some slam dunk appetizers that are specialties of Montana Meat.
Well, this is our most popular appetizer here at the Montana Meat Company. It's called our bacon wrapped scallops.
Well, okay. I can see why.
You've taken probably a bite of them. We serve them 5. You already put 2 before we started talking about this. That's a sea scallop, and it's covered in bacon. It's cooked. The bacon is cooked into the scallop, and then we got it surrounded by a mango chutney sauce, a little bit of house coleslaw. The mango chutney sauce mixed in with the, when you take the bite of the scallop, really gives it that hit you need with that little bit of spice into the scallop.
These were delicious, and the mango chutney has a little bit of heat in it.
Sure, has a lot of heat in it. It's a popular dish. Mango chutney is a popular Indian dish. We decided to take the scallop and mix it in with a little bit of Indian magic, and voila, very popular here.
We also noticed here that the bacon doesn't drown the seafood flavors. They stand up together as a great combo, so why not the shrimp?
We got to do some more stuff with bacon, so we decided to do a bacon wrap shrimp. The big theme now is everything's bacon wrap. So success of this, we went with the bacon wrap shrimp, and that's a what's called a prawn, the big shrimp, and it's drizzled with a plum sauce, caramelized onions in the plum sauce, and then again you have plum sauce all around the dish. What makes this thing great is when you bite into the bacon and that shrimp, you're going to get a real crispy. It's like eating a Nathan's hot dog. It's just crispy, really fresh in your mouth. Try it.
Oh no, you absolutely described it perfectly. I mean, it is so fabulous when you bite into it. Bacon makes everything better, right? And then whose idea was it to put the plum sauce? The chef?
That was the chef.
Great.
Yeah, Chef Luis, been with me we're in our 12th year. He's been with me for all 12 years of the experience here in Montana, and the thing is that you try different dishes every day, every week, trying to get people in, different types of specials. But these two, the bacon wrap scallops and the bacon wrap shrimp, are our two most popular dishes, and they've been with us for 12 years. I don't see them going anywhere off the menu.
And neither is Eric's comedy shtick about John. Bacon that does it.
I don't want to throw the guy under the bus, but the bacon has the same effect as the blue pill. Right, John?
Not really, but it is still worth it. And if you're visiting town and you need a place to kick back and watch some games with the locals, go to Montana Meat Company. Now, as you know, Eric's been a buddy of mine for years, and there's nobody more knowledgeable, especially about football, than him. And a special thanks to him for letting us invade Montana Meat.
That is right. And we know Eric would love this next drink too. It's the Cocotini. So, part of our tough assignments is finding amazing drinks around the world. And when we were in Hawaii last time, we found this amazing coconut vodka.
So we decided to take that product and turn it into a gem for the Jetsetter mixology profile. So we bring you the Cocotini. Now, in truth, we don't know if James Bond liked a coconut martini or not. I tried to find it online, I couldn't find it. But if he did, he would probably have this one. This is superb.
Oh, this would be the one. Oh my God. I mean,
You know, it's really good.
it's so good.
And normally I'm not into a lot of creamy drinks, but this with the coconut and then with the lime in there, it's kind of like it's a little bit like a key lime pie almost.
It is kind of, right, with a little pepperiness, because we are going to show you, we found this amazing chili lime powder at Trader Joe's. Oh my God, it just adds like this zesty zing to everything that you put it on. And it looks really pretty around the rim of the glass too. Now, you might also think it's strange to have fresh basil with coconut, but it's not. It's so good. And it was your idea to add the amaretto. So we kind of just made this. This is a true, you know, undercover Jetsetter. We call it the Cocotini.
I think this is really more of a dessert wine.
It is,
Dessert
yeah.
drink cocktail.
It is a dessert cocktail. You're absolutely right. I mean, I think it's got the fresh burst of lime juice because you rim the glass with the lime. It's got the chili lime powder, which adds a little heat, and then it's got like the basil and the coconut and the amaretto in there, and the cream just kind of ties it all in together. So now I'll show you how to make this super fun, super easy, you're gonna be shocked at how easy it is, drink.
Okay.
First of all, we have our ice in our martini shaker. First thing you wanna do, you wanna rim your glass with a lime, and then we're gonna dip it in that cool chili powder seasoning blend, which is chilies and limes that we got at Trader Joe's. Just because it looks so gorgeous, but it also tastes amazing. And you might find something else that you'd like to try instead of this, but we thought this was actually fabulous with it. All right, now, as Hemingway would say, we're gonna add our liquor first, now that we've got our ice. So we're gonna start with our chilled coconut vodka, which we have chilled in the freezer for several days. And you're gonna do 2 ounces of that right in there. And then we're gonna do 1 ounce of amaretto.
I don't know that Hemingway would have gone for this.
I might have. I mean, you never know. We are going to do a Hemingway show, so we will find out then. And then we're going to add just about 1/2 to 3/4 of an ounce of half and half. Now, if you like it a little more creamy, go a little more creamy. If you like it a little less creamy, add a little less. That's totally up to you, but anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of an ounce of that. Now we're going to take our fresh basil leaves that are very pretty. Oh, and make sure you save one really pretty one that we're going to add as a garnish on the top.
A garnish.
And all we did was, rip these up and break them off with our hands, and basically that was it. So there's not even any cutting involved in this whole thing. And now we have our trusty martini shaker. Now we're going to shake it all together, crack it open. Voila. I think this is a perfect drink for the holidays, but it's also great in the summer. So I mean, any time of year, but the colors are just fabulous. And then you want to take your little basil leaf and put it right on the top, just like that.
What I thought was pretty cool is when we were working, trying to figure out what it was, and this is really your concoction, I just kind of came in there in the end. The amaretto just kind of filled in that middle of the palate.
Exactly.
Amaretto may be the
secret undercover ingredient, yes, to add to your drinks to make them a little bit different, and nobody will know what it is. In this case, you can add a lot of cream or a little. It's totally up to you. But there you have it, the Undercover Jetsetter Coconut Martini.
Or the Cocoa Bond.
Or the Cocotini. Cheers.
Put that on your Google search.
Again, this is a great drink for the holidays, but it's also perfect when you're in the tropics or on a hot vacation somewhere.
And if you're on vacation in Las Vegas and you want to play some golf, we'll show you a great course, and it's right along the mountains.
Welcome back. So let's go golfing in Las Vegas. And this is a place that is right by the mountains.
Yes, it is called the Red Rock Arroyo, and because it is up near the mountains, you have to know how to play it. I'm here with Andy Perez, who's the director of golf at Red Rock. And Andy, explain the fact that there are actually 2 courses out here. You have 36 holes. One's private, one's public.
We do have 36 holes. It's an Arnold Palmer signature course. We have the mountain course, which is 18 holes for our private members, for our private membership, and then 18 holes for the public side, which is a resort guest fee that we charge, and then also a player's card for our locals, where we give a little bit of discount on our locals rate. So.
Okay, we're in the middle of May right here, 2009, just in case this gets shown for years and years and years. You're actually getting a lot of play out here considering the economy.
We are. We've been staying busy and competitive in the market that we're in right now. We have a great facility, some great views of Red Rock Canyon and also of the Las Vegas Strip. It's a very playable course for all types of players. We have 5 different sets of tees, beautiful landscape surrounding this west side, Summerlin. And it's just a beautiful area to be out and to get away from the Strip and to play a great set of 18 holes.
Okay, where can people go on the web to find out about everything at Red Rock Arroyo?
You can go to our website, www.thearroyogolfclub.com. That's our main website where you can book, see our specials, book tee times, and even enter in our web email club and receive all sorts of discounts and specials.
Sure. Let's talk about playing the Arroyo. It is very playable, yet at the same time too, you better be ready when you're coming out to play those first couple of holes, because I think they're some of the toughest holes as far as first holes on a golf course. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. It's a tough start right out of the gate. We do have a par 5 with mountains on the far left-hand side. It's a tough green to get to, and 2, It's lengthwise and has a false front and some bunkers surrounding that green there. So you really got to hit it on and stick it close. And if you don't, you're over the back, you're chipping back up, and it can be a tough start. But beautiful holes, and once you get through there, get through the par 3, you're kind of on your way, and it starts to be a little bit more forgiving on the backside.
Yeah, in some respects it is, but there's no doubt about those first.
They're tough.
You
tough
say
holes.
6 holes. I say really the first 4 holes I think are the toughest. The thing is that you can really ruin a round if you're somebody who's out to score.
Right.
You can ruin a round on that first hole. I mean, you could easily post a triple bogey on that first hole, even though when you're looking at the hole, you go, "That's a par 5. It's not that tight." But it's when you get to the green. That's when you've really got to start paying attention.
Our green complexes are real tough. Arnold Palmer loves to surround his greens with bunkers. So you have bunkers around the greens. Everything breaks off of the mountain here. We always say it likes to break towards the money, towards the strip. So they're tough greens for the person that comes out here the first time. It can be challenging, but a great set of holes there.
Perfect putt. That's a bird.
Holes there.
Would you suggest to somebody when they're playing the first hole, hit a good drive, maybe hit a good 3 or 5 wood, get yourself there with a really short iron that you can spin or hit high with a soft shot?
Yeah, I would say play safe on the first couple of holes. Just go to what your ability is. Don't just go and shoot for the green. Instead of hitting a 3 wood and trying to get it on, maybe lay up with like a 6 iron, then hit a good 100-yard shot in, get in the center of the green, and that way you can 2-putt, maybe get out of there with par, if the worst, bogey.
Okay, so this is a green that actually goes widthwise more than anything else. So
Correct.
When you're looking at the yardage markers, no matter whether the pin's in front or pin's in the middle, do you suggest just go for the middle?
I always suggest just go for the middle because we have such slope and undulation on some of those greens where you just get in the middle of the green and then go from there. Just try to get it close to the basket, get it close to the hole, make your 2-putt and walk away. So.
Okay, all right. And remember, everything goes to the money.
Everything goes to the money here.
That's a par safe. That's a good saying. Usually we hear him say everything moves to the stratosphere, but obviously the money actually makes a lot more sense.
Yes, sir.
Andy, give us the website one more time.
www.thearroyogolfclub.com.
Andy, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now you can easily get to Red Rock Arroyo by car or taxi cab, even if you're down on the strip. But if you want to play this course and you want to stay out near there, the best place to stay is the Red Rock Resort.
Yeah, absolutely. Great place too, great food. And if you're planning a vacation to Las Vegas or anywhere for that matter, check out Jetsetter Deals. They will take care of everything for you, and let them know you watch the show. And don't forget to tweet us at UC Foodie TV.
And cheers. Thanks for joining us.